Game time, bitches.
So due to everything that I tried for this channel not working, I decided I'd just do a story time today. And me and this person's history goes back to 7th grade. So there was this guy, we'll call him D, because his name started with a D. So we'll just call him D. But me and him, we took classes together. This was in 7th grade in middle school. So eventually we just started to get cool with each other. Like we really vibed and stuff like that. Like we really had a good relationship. He even called me his best friend one time. Like that was big for me. A guy called me their best friend. That was really big for me. So we was really close. We talked all during school. We talked after school on the phone. Like it was just great. 8th grade, we didn't have any classes together, but we still was cool. Like when we saw each other, we chatted and we still talked on the phone a little bit. But ninth grade was high school.
Then everything changed when
High school.
the attacked.
But when high school came, then everything changed. So in 9th and 10th grade, we still didn't have any classes together. And finally, we got classes together again 11th grade year, but we'll get to that. So 9th grade year, whole different ball game for me. Like I really was just a loner throughout my whole high school days. And I graduated in 2015. I started high school in 2011, I believe. But previously, we always would, every time we saw each other, we would dap each other up and whatnot. Like we really just had that best friend, guy-girl relationship, no feelings involved whatsoever. So when 9th grade came, I started seeing him around school. And I was like, why is he not even really even looking at me? Like, what's going on? Like, I just noticed this drastic change in him. And I was just like, what the fuck is going on? This supposed to be my so-called best friend. And he acting like he don't even know me. One day I walked up to him and I was like, what up, bitch? And he just laughed. And then he looked away. I don't even think he really said anything. Like, I don't remember everything verbatim because this was a few years ago. But I remember he just laughed, like just shrugging it off, and then I think he walked away. And I still had his number. So I guess a couple weeks later, I don't know what time, how many, whatever. So either a couple days or a couple weeks later, I don't remember. I texted him and I was like, what's up? What's going on? Like, you ain't even really been talking to me no more. What's going on? Kid you not. Texting me saying just a bunch of hurtful things to me. And I'm like, where the fuck is all this coming from? But he was like, he was calling me a lame. He was saying I was ugly. He didn't want to be seen with me. He was making fun of the way I walk. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, where the fuck all this came from? And it was this guy. He used to always talk about me like he was one of those popular guys that talked about everybody. You know, like for to get them laughs in. So, and they was good friends. So I figured, and I even talked about my mom. I even talked to my mom about it. And she was like, for somebody to suddenly change like that, they must got somebody new in their life. And then I was just so dumbfounded. But I always knew that he was really arrogant. And he's like one of those pretty boy type of guys. And I remember a long time ago we had this conversation and we was like, what if you vibing real good with a girl that you're not attracted to like that, but y'all vibe? Like what if you really got a connection with a girl that's not like model beautiful? Like she's still cute and whatnot, but just model beautiful. Like would you be with her? And he was like, no. He was like, he don't care if he vibes with a girl or not. If she beautiful, then they can be together. Like, I should have known right then that he was a fucking idiot. Eventually, somewhere in the conversation, he was like, we could be friends still, but we can't be seen together at school. We can only talk after school on the phone. And then my long ass agreed to that. And I still was trying to talk to him a little bit. And then eventually after that, he was like, why is you still texting me? And I'm like, dude. And then eventually my senses started to come back. And I was like, you are really full of yourself. And you think you all that, but you really not. Then I remember I used to talk to his friends about it because some of his friends was my friends as well. So, and I remember one day, one of the guys, he told me that D called them and had him and another guy on three-way. So it was D and two of his friends on three-way, which was also my friends. And he was just bashing me to them. And he was telling me that he was saying that he don't want to hang with me no more and I don't look the part and just stuff like that. But I was still cool with them. But he just didn't want to be cool with me. And then the friend that told me that he was talking about me to them on the phone later on told me that I was crying about it when we had when me and D had that conversation. He started telling people that I was crying about it. I ain't shedding not one tear over that dude. And that is the 100% truth. Like, I was like, damn, like, this somebody that I was really close to just to do me like that. But I never cried about it. Bitch, I'd be damn if I shed one tear over you. The time heals all wounds. Like, it didn't even take me too long to get over it now that I remember, because I still don't remember everything around that time. But of course, I did eventually get over it. And fast forward to 11th grade, we had a class together. It was one class. It was fifth period, fifth or sixth period. And I believe it was fifth period. And he was like, our desks, like, we were just sitting near each other, and he just started talking to me, and I was like, what the fuck? Shit. I was like, and just the type of person I am, I just talk to him like I talk to any other person. Like, I'm not really a person that holds grudges. Like, you could do some shit to me, I'm gonna remember that shit, trust me, I'm gonna remember it. But for me to just still act snooty towards you or whatever so many years later, you're not gonna get that out of me. It could be a couple months, a couple weeks later, you probably not gonna get that from me. Well, a couple months later. Cause I'm just this type of person. So we was talking, like he was really just talking to me like we was old friends again. I'm like, hmm. And I was just thinking like the guy that he was talking about me originally to, which I feel like made him change his mind about me. I would say his name. Well, I would just say the first initial. His name started with an R. So I was like, did you and R fall out or something? That's what was going through my mind. Did y'all fall out or something? But come to find out, I remember D went with this girl named Tamara. And then D and R was best friends. But D went with Tamara at one point. And he really loved her, whatever. So fast forward a couple years later, R dating Tamara. They in a serious relationship. I keep rolling my eyes because it's all high school shit. But fast forward, they in a serious relationship. But D still cool with R. And he went behind your back and got with your girl. So I don't know, since that situation happened, he wanted to start back talking to me. But it's like, of course it's not gonna never be the same with us. But we started talking back a little bit when we saw each other, and he started working at this store. So every time I went in the store, he would talk to me a little bit, I'd talk back. But as to that friendship, and I don't have a lot of friends, I'll be open to just talking here and there again. But I don't know, he's just a arrogant little shit. And I really don't like that in the person at all. And it's like we had a great friendship, but you ended all of that. We're not even in a relationship. I never had romantic feelings towards you, and I know you haven't towards me. I don't think. So it's like you really just threw away our whole friendship over the way I look. And I don't think I look bad or nothing, but was it because I was overweight? I'm still overweight, but it's like I always been that way. I always been the same person, but all of a sudden it's a problem when we go to high school.
Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty.
It's all I want in a friend. I mean, I want more than that, but that is really a big characteristic in what you ought to want in a friend. So the moral of the story is don't let nobody bring you down over the way you are, or let them make you feel less than. Because I ain't gonna lie, I felt like that a little bit. Like I had low self-esteem in school. Sometimes I still got a lot of low self-esteem, but I began to just deal with the way I am. I know in high school I really had low self-esteem, but it's like I always been sensible, and it's like for you to just talk down on me like that, you're not my friend. So if you don't want to be cool no more, that's fine with me. But it's just like know your self-worth. Cause it's like even when he was like we could just talk after school, we can't talk during school. In that moment, I was still willing to go with that because I didn't have friends really. But it's like you should never put up with no shit like that. So hopefully this resonated with somebody. It's funny how stuff happens and karma happens and they want to be back with you in your life and you're not even with all this shit no more. But please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a lot of more things said to me, but this is all I could really think of. Like, this was stood out the most. 'Cause like I said, this is like 7 years ago. But like, comment, and subscribe. Trying something different because I done tried so much when it comes to YouTube and it still ain't been working. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. Peace.
Game over, bitches. Bye bye.